What's up guys, G-Bricks here, back with week 13 of building the separatist dreadnought in Lego. So as you can see, I did get a haircut as promised last week, and I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. But this week, hopefully just going to be finishing everything off, and then that should be pretty much it. I'm going away next week, which means I will be able to prepare for the finale just a little bit more, and then hopefully the week after will be the finale. So without further ado, I did get one parcel in, so I'm going to go straight to that. So my dad actually did already partially open this, which also kind of helps, but we do have another parcel here off of Bricklink, but there are just a couple little things on here, nothing really related to the dreadnought, just a couple orange and lavender bricks, some medium lavender plates, some 2x2 dark tan tiles. This is actually for the dreadnought. So I did also pick up 3 dark bluish grey 1x4x3 windows, some orange and lavender bricks in 1x6 and 1x4. So without further ado, let's get right into this week's segment. So hopefully today I am going to be finishing off the elevator. Now I did say I was going to put 1 or 2 more of those in, but I think it looks okay with just those 4. Obviously there's going to be some battle droids back there that I think will look pretty good once all the tiling's in. And then I'm going to do this sort of technique around this side here, and then obviously I need to fill up all this hallway. I'll just block that off and then make it like the hallway extending out, and then just finish up this area down the side here, and just generally get all of the figures in that I'm going to need. I've finished up all the tiling in there. I did put in that little just stickered piece just to kind of give it some detail, but obviously you will know it's there if you've been keeping up on the building segments. But I do just have the droids to put in there. Now I don't know whether to have them two just standing there with the droids behind. I think that will look better, but I don't really know. I'll ask for your opinions down in the comments. So for the minute I have just put in these 3. As you can see, I do have a ton. I'm not going to put any more in for the minute because as you can see I did nudge this, so it's really difficult to try and get back in. I kind of have to take up this wall, which is annoying, but just to connect that back in, and then I can keep on putting the figures on. So after a couple minutes, as you can see, this room is finally complete. This has been pretty much unfinished since week 4, but I'm just kept putting it off because obviously the throne room did need some doing, but I really like how this shot looks. Obviously I will put a episode 3 head on him, on Obi-Wan, just like those 2 there. But I think that room looks really good. I kind of like the reflection on the wall, but there's nothing I can really do. But I think that looks really great, and especially with the light going down, just the natural light. But next I'm going to start tiling down there. I don't know if you can really see, but there isn't tiled yet, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and do that. So I did have to make some adjustments. I did actually make this a little more stable at the bottom, so the gaps are literally really hard to see. But as you can see at the bottom, it's kind of dark, I know, because it's not really supposed to be seen, but I have fully tiled all of that. Now I am going to just block off this. There isn't really anything else I can do without extending the whole mock, so I think I'm just going to block that up with some dark bluish grey or light bluish grey. But I think this also looks really good. Now, I can't really add any more detail to this. It's just kind of a really random wall. I was thinking about taking it out, but then it would just sort of take out from the hallway sort of thing. Now, I don't know if I like those on the end or not there. I kind of think it looks a little weird because they aren't anywhere else. So I'm probably going to take that out. I don't really know why I put them there in the first place. Probably going to swap them to the dark bluish grey version so it doesn't stick out as much. But I do want to get another one of the emperors to go into this scene, and then clear up some of this, make 2 doors on column area that I need to make in the throne room. Oh my gosh. So I was just filling out this wall and I pushed a little too hard, and this whole entire area just popped out. So I'm going to have to repair that. I didn't really have time. I was just getting this last section finished. I forgot I hadn't put the support in for that yet, because as you can see, there just isn't any. Literally everything just collapsed, which is kind of annoying. Thankfully, this is a pretty simple build, and I don't know if I'll be able to fix it in time, but I'm going to quickly turn this around because there's just a couple bits of mess. I've turned it round. I do see the full extent of the damage. I don't know if that could have been any worse, to be honest. All that's gone, just that whole section and the doorway. Some of the panels are there, but this has set me back some time. I was just getting ready to finish off as well. I've just finished that door that I was talking about, but I might time-lapse this, I might not, because it might take me just the week to finish. So currently Tuesday today, so it is now Thursday. Now I did actually finish up this corner really nicely. This was always really wobbly, but now it's really sturdy, so I'm really happy that this sort of fell over, I guess. And as you can see, I did manage to fix it back up. There's this gap that I've put all my pressure, and it did actually collapse a second time, so I've like reimbursed it back there. I've put a ton of support in. Obviously this is much more stable now, but this gap just doesn't seem to want to go away, so I guess only toddlers are going to be able to see it now. But I have had to take this out again. All the lift shaft did collapse, I did forget to say, but I'm going to flip this thing around and then I'm going to continue working on the back. I've got everything fixed, and I did also make a start on this door. Obviously there's a little gap in the top, but I think it turned out pretty good. I really like the design of this. Just from a distance it looks good, and up close you can kind of see the details a little bit more. But I'm just going to block up this with light grey around the back, because dark grey is actually pretty expensive, and so is light grey. And I've got quite a lot of light grey left compared to dark grey, because obviously it's primarily dark grey without the tiles. This finished and this finished. I just need to finish up this wall and tile off some of the top, put in this wall. But I'm just going to kind of take out this and then restart, because down here I've literally took out all of this section and just made it really strong again. So I'm really glad that I did accidentally just completely destroy this, but it's helped it be more structurally intact. So that should just about wrap it up for this week. I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get it finished, so it looks like we're going to have to go over to week 14, and then hopefully there'll be the finale. Obviously my parts will be here then, because I did order some for this area and some other areas as well. But I think it is looking really great. So I hope you all enjoyed this week's segment. And yes, I am wearing the same shirt. I just really hate how that had to collapse. It was just the last thing that needed to happen. Just to finish everything off, because every build series has to have a disaster. I mean, I just felt it coming, and I guess it happened. I can't really change it. I'm just really glad that I managed to fix it up and obviously improve it, getting all that support in there now to make it really sturdy. Make sure to please like, subscribe, and most importantly, take care guys.